My oh my, the project bench is quite full at the APBA Football Club. We've got a lot of material, a lot of projects on the bench here. For starters, well, we're going to do an original 66 Chiefs Packers Super Bowl one. Mark Dergarabedian just did it with the new cards, and so we're going to kind of do a double play here. It's been one of the kind of series we wanted to launch. He saw the Chiefs win, I believe, 21-20 on the last play. We got to finish Super Bowl 10 here. We've got brought the set along with me down on vacation. I used this little Cusack pedal effects bag to Cusack Music to bring along my Cowboys and Steelers here. The Cowboys are up 24-20 in the fourth quarter, and we'll see what's going to happen there. Lots of it's really a back and forth game. The Cowboys going up 10-0, the Steelers then going up 20-10, and then the Cowboys rattling off 2 touchdowns. So it's been very much feast or famine kind of scoring. You got to take a look at these. We just got our 2000s set of fields from Paul Barone. Again, this is beautiful work. Couple of the mat, anti-slip mats there that he included, as well as all the good, that's the Seahawks, and you got on and on. He's got a 1970s set as well. It's funny when you look at the effect of nostalgia. You think all these old fields had all these great, they had a lot of great end zones. It really wasn't coming into the fore too terribly much until the 70s, the Saints, that late 70s Saints field. But really, a lot of the 60s fields were kind of blank. And now I feel like all these teams will put the Bengals on top of the Steelers. What? I have to tell you about, we have a Ravens fan in the family now. We saw the Ravens-Saints game. But, these end zones today, I think, are actually filling in the gaps where we actually thought that all these great end zones were being done. They're actually being done more frequently now and more energetically. So, yeah, the 2000s fields from Paul Barone. We'd be whipping these out. Titans, that's good old Meadowlands out here. MetLife. This is that's the new Deadeye Dolphin look. Speaking of the Dolphins, we're going to be doing an in-depth look at the 72 Dolphins and look at their growth from the original 66 franchise using original 66 cards all the way to their 7th season Super Bowl triumph, although they're not the fastest franchise to a Super Bowl triumph. The Ravens came in the league in 96 and won it in their 5th season. 2000 Ravens, one of the greatest defenses ever to this day. So we'll be doing some of that. I mentioned the 76 bucks. Actually have got this game in the middle. That's what, with the 63 Packers and 74 Dolphins. Just kind of whipped that in the middle there. And 74 Steelers and 62 Packers. But really, it's the, where'd it go? The, let's see, this is it. It's not even, is that the 76 Bucks and Steelers. It's the penultimate game. Steelers are plus 12 in the A. The Bucks, the original cards, are minus 20 on offense. Ain't no floating index going to get you out of that, my friends. Steelers up 10-0, 10-0, only 10-0. I also want to talk about, well, the reason I have to finish the 76 replay is because S.T. Patrick at Sports Magazine asked for an article on that, so it's a good impetus to do that. I really want to do some double playing, comparing the old and new cards. We might do that. Got some other projects on tap there. My original franchise All-Stars, the Bears, are up 7-0. I've got to tell you about how to, playing through a mistake. Bit of a mistake there. The Bears are up 7-0. I'd hoped to finish that game in Chicago, but again, work and family and life, all these things. But the Lions put on an incredible defensive show. And however, a couple sacks, 3 interceptions, was it 3 sacks? They sacked Luckman twice. In any case, but I made a critical error thanks to all the substitutions and a bit of a bias for wanting to see the big play. But the Bears are up 7-0, and the NFC Central Challengers have a 3rd and 10 with the Vikings, the mighty Vikings, coming up. We're also going to talk a little bit about how to create a lineup without having to use a roster. Going to be taking a look at these 84, 80, 81, 82, 83, and 84 Giants cards, because another, just got to, let's see where to go. What's happening when you got all these indie record labels, Spartan Records, ordered a few from them. They're out in the Seattle, and they included this Mark Haynes card. All these, whether it's guitar effects, pedals, or record labels, are including all these little swag things, picks and stickers and all that. But I got this Mark Haynes card in there. It's his it's the 83 card after his 82 season. So thought we'd take a look at his 80, 81, 82, 83, and 84 cards. And maybe we'll do that right now. Let's just do that right now. These, by the way, if you ever get your old APBA sets like this in alphabetical order, probably means they've never been used. How cool is that? So there's your 80. That's see, what's interesting about this Mark Haynes card is that it shows you the evolution of the cards going into the Master Game. So go to the 82, the first season of the Master Game. Again, another set not even used in alphabetical order. There's Mr. Haynes. We'll just talk about this real quick. You get this off the plate, and then we'll do a photo for Instagram. The 83, the second season of the Master Game. There's Mark Haynes. All right. It's a great way to look, talking about telling the history of NFL sports, NFL and other major league sports through these cards. It's just fun. That's part of the reason we do it. Oh, okay. This one, we had dealt with the 84 season set. 3rd season of the Master Game. So when you look at this, Mark Haynes, this is 82 card. He was marked him as a Pro Bowler there. At that point, he had 3 interceptions, 1 per year, and some good tackle numbers there. When you look at his numbers, you see the 80 card. Okay, still got the and the 81 card. Still have the injury code at the top right, along with the interception code. He goes from a 2 rookie to a 5 in his 81 season, and 5 is an 82 season, so clearly a Pro Bowler. But that's the Master card. This is the first Master card. Retains that 70s typography, but you see the telltale sign that the injury code goes bottom left, because you'll start seeing the Q ratings here. The interception allocation code is also simplified. They are retaining his height and weight, 5'11", 185. Okay. Go into his, so I'm not even worried about misplacing the cards, because you can also identify. Remember, in our identifier video, you can locate the pattern of the penalty or fumble and penalty numbers. 52, 53 there, 53, 54 there. You just need that ID chart, and this is the where's it, 45, 65 there. And then you have the 83 card. It's the 2nd year of the Master. He drops to a 4-point, so he's not an all-pro there. 5'11", 185, did OCK. Now, does he have those stats, or is that OCK? Sometimes, backup kickoff returner. Did he do the kickoff return there? Perform that kickoff return there? Don't know. Went from a J0 to a J4, so he's more liable to injury. And then 84, the final season for that typography before the change to the serif type with the 85 Bears, etc. Haynes is back up to a 5, but he remains a J4 there. He's got another interception allocator there, so he's got interceptions in all his cards. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and 84 season is the first time you see copyrights on the APBA football cards. All right, so we'll just kind of put these back here. What else is on the APBA Football Club replay bench? Geez. We get the 80 Raiders versus 81 Niners. We're going to talk about how playing sports sims is a very creative act. You got so many great thinkers out there. Larry Yashinsky's doing his era by era play. Mark Miller, aka Jerry Quan. Eric Marks is doing an great teams elimination tourney. You've got a couple folks at least on the Stratomatic side. You can see all that on Facebook, but it's just worth noting, how folks, you've got. I've seen the speaking of the 76 Bucks. You've seen folks do the toilet bowl where it's only winless or one-win teams. But it's quite the contrast to the 72 Dolphins. Again, their 50th season. We'll talk about that. Got to get through the Coffin Corner. We are on tap. 2023 is going to be a busy year for us. I hope we see you there at the annual Pro Football Researchers Association Conference in the Berg. We have our reservations there, and we're going to be doing some gameplay there because the work is going to be the game. Let's see, what else do we have here in the latest Coffin Corner? Oh, look at this. The Carlisle Indians football team. There you go. A lot of, when you become a member for this, with the PFRA, remember, you can get all the PDFs of all the past Coffin Corners, save those down. It's a great investment in your replay preparations. Caught by Don Hudson. That's fantastic. That's the old APBA asterisk. A lot of great books out there. Check these folks out. I want to do a project someday with all the, obviously we're going to be in Canton in August, so we're talking about the Hall of Famers. We're going to do some great projects there. We're going to play some of the Hall of Fame games, maybe all of them. We're going to do an amalgam of our 2012 birthday cards and our 2013 scouting reports to get some of these Hall of Famers back on the field. Remember, you can check out the APBA Football Tournament page on Facebook. All teams are welcome. If you carded your own teams, bring them. If you've got Chris White teams, bring them. I'm going to bring Art Carter's 1934 sneakers game season set. I might even try to clean up the, because it's all handwritten on PDFs. Bring the G-tops, bring the AFT and BFT and the OFAS. No matter what, all teams are welcome. We'll put this together. What else we have here? We've got some APBA on the road we've got to do. Some cool sites on tap. We've got a lot of videos. We've got to finish our Zarb and Malloy videos, just the edits. It's a lot to edit when you want to incorporate a lot of good visuals. We've got a couple boxing videos. We interviewed Ronnie Wyatt a bit back there. He's changed the name of his game from Fictional Boxing Universe to a Boxing Universe, Pro Boxing Universe, I think. And of course, we've got the Jim Trunzo title bout video. The podcast with Jim is already up on our channel there. We've got to add visuals to our Jim Turney, Nick Webster, Sachs interview, and our Anthony Caniglio AFL. Remember the AFL video? Will give you some good historic APBA cards there. Lots of stuff. The 83 Steelers with Dan Marino. The 80 Steelers, one for the thumb. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, well, we're going to be, well, that's a surprise. We have tickets to the Italian Bowl, the 42nd Italian Bowl in Toledo, July 1st. And then after that, you'd be in Pittsburgh for the PFRA conference. And then, of course, Canton, August 26th, 27th. Little surprise to start the year, but we'll talk about that later on. But let's end up here with something that came across the old eBay feed. A really cool looking game. Just had to spring for it. And it's really touts, it's age 10 and up. It's not electric, which means no dice or luck are involved. Play a regular game. I just love it. It is so packed with messaging, block punts, but what I really am intrigued by causing fumbles and creating turnovers, which in APBA you don't necessarily do. Remember, if you key a runner, you don't necessarily key them into a fumble, or you don't key into an interception that I've ever done. I've never played it that way. If you get certain numbers, you use them. And the rules are not on that new board. That's the old new board for the master charts. You know, it's just supposed to in APBA ball, you don't key into a fumble or into an interception that I've ever done. But in this game, you're causing fumbles, creating turnovers, and I know there are some mods out there that let you do that with other games, and other games have it standard. So this is just very intriguing. The year for this, it's let's see, card football game. Card football game, the thinking game. Outcoach your opponent, no dice or luck. Quarterback your team. I mean, you're doing everything here. Not electronic, a real board football game. And cool enough on the back, even more messaging. This is great. Copyright under USA registration, blah, blah, by Calvin Harry Farley with all rights reserved solely to himself. Good for you, sir. Farley Football is an exciting new board football game to test your knowledge and strategy, etc., etc. Basic football knowledge. You get 26 offense cards, 26 defense cards. You can read this. You can see it. Let's just take a look at what these components are. It's a bit of a beat-up box. Like I say, this is one of those ones where you got to get it because I haven't seen it before. This, I'm going to imagine this is either for pixie sticks or you're actually doing something. I'm already intrigued by the components here. Maybe, see, I like that. Bench, going to use that in APBA. Also looking for ways, anything I can use in APBA, and that's stapled. All right, so we've got unpunched, shrink wrapped, and still stapled. All kinds of stuff there. It's actually reminding me a little bit of that Fran Tarkenton turned Vince Lombardi game. The need for Farley Football. Oh my goodness. Why should you not have something in common with at least 100 million other people? Wow. Including famous coaches, star players, your beer drinking spouse, friends, that person down the street you don't like, your kids, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews, and other relatives. This is fantastic. It isn't fair for all those people to get such a big kick out of something you don't understand. They spend hours of total enjoyment watching the boob tube containing a bunch of bodies milling around that doesn't make any sense to you. This is just classic. Too classic. Okay. Wow. There you go. Football and team nomenclature. There you go. Nice. I mean, terms of endearment. What? Oh, just, okay. This is glossary. Okay. I don't see a date on this yet. I see the copyright number. Diagram of plays. Cool. All right. He's going that route, looks like. And, now you studied this booklet, challenge your know-it-all spouse, or any for that matter. Oh, so this is, wow. All the rules are just back here. 8 rules? That's pretty darn unspecific. More specific rules on the back. Okay. You can't attempt a field goal except on 4th down. You can't attempt a field goal outside the 35. Okay. Let's see. Board assembly instructions. Wow. Oh, even more messaging. I mean, you've already got the Sacramento, California. Points in CA makes it seem like, Anyway. Weekends, Monday night, holiday, almost year-round, doesn't make any difference. There they are, slumped in their favorite chair, totally out of it and oblivious to the happenings of the real world. This guy's a trip. This guy's just, wow. There's, I've got to track down Mr. Farley here. Oh, I hope he's still around. And then you've got these babies. Oh, double-sided, master offense and defense charts. So you maybe call your plays there. There's your offense. And there's your other. So it looks like your results are on here. Defense 17 and sweet. Yeah, so you call your defense, and then you get your plays there, and that's your outcome, is my surmise. You can. It's a pretty cool looking field. That's a good thickness. And you can build it. Guess you got to put your bench. Bench goes there. Bench goes there. Some other stuff goes there. There's your down thing. And I don't see. It's nice and kind of a glossy texture on the back there. A little bent in there. Nice box, actually. Certainly preserved the contents, but I'm not seeing a date on this. I got to find that. Let's see. Well, something for us to research here, but there you go. Farley Football. If you have one, check it out. I mean, it's worth it just for the. Okay, we're gonna. Well, maybe it was. All right, offensive and defensive cards, and these are your. I'll just Just leave them out here. These are little components of some sort, but I'm really intrigued by the bench. Will it fit? Pull my 76 Steelers. I always have the defense, and I turn the bench upside down there. Will my bench work there? No. No, it won't. Well, so much for that. Not important anyway. But, all right, so offense and defense cards. Interesting look. The guy's got some serious eyebrows. So those are the offense, and these are the... all right. Now, is that... Yes, figured as much. All right, so your offense, your defense. So screen pass, draw. Interesting face masks going on there. The field goal, that's looks like part of a Macarena dance move or something. Field goal kick. Oh, that's a fake field goal, sorry. So, that makes sense, I guess. Extra point kick. Is it the same as the field goal? Sure, okay. Whoa, but the fake punt is that. Coffin corner punt. R.I.P. Ray guy. And then you got these. Stops trap, stops off tackle run, stops quarterback sneak. Okay. And some sort of point system involved there. And you can, I guess... No! Barely. They barely fit. Okay, well... You'll figure out this as you go along, I guess. I tell myself. Sorry for a little dippy sounding. I'm a little under the weather here, so... Come back from vacation with a cold. And here are the... red team, green team. Well, should have seen that coming. And then now is that... okay. So there's your offense, defense on the green side of things. Screens, reverse. All right. Goal line smash. 2 tight ends. All right. Etc. And the defensive cards. Perfect shape. I mean... Look like they've got all the, the remnants of the cutting, separating process there. But, so, that's Farley Football. If anyone has any experience with this, I'd really love to hear about it. And also on a bench for us to give a test run. But we did get to, don't forget, we did get to bottom of the 9th, which is a great game. It's got some mechanics, kind of direction of play, generally direction of the pitch. It's the pitcher-batter duel. Super, super game. Can't recommend that enough. I mean, how compact can you get? Got to be a way for football to do that. You know, make it a goal line stand. You know, tie game at the end. You either got to, it's kind of like a mate in X almost. You know, it's along those lines. You're set up to do this kind of, short crunch time exercise. So this is bottom of the 9th, game tied. You win as the visiting team, getting the 3 outs, or you win as the home team, the underdog home team, by getting that run home and winning the game. So I could easily see a goal line stand game for football. Last 2 minutes of basketball, or you get a position for the game-winning three-point shot, something like that. Games are probably already out there, and if not, well, something to try to put together there. So that's what we got for now. Lots on tap. We will get to it. We're just going to kind of catch up after getting back home here. Can't recommend the Coffin Corner enough. Cliff Branch. I mean, please get out some of those Raiders. Jason Graham's doing this great Raiders replay with his new game there, and 78 Raiders, 78 79 Raiders. There's a study too. Finished 9-7 both years, I believe, before the big trade of 80, and that change in chemistry. They win in 80 and 83. Chemistry, momentum, all that good stuff. Pretty wild. We will see you in Pittsburgh. We'll see you in Canton. Hopefully we'll see you in Toledo. And we might see you at one other surprise venue, but stay tuned for that.